X 140.
Can I use it?
66 gate about to drop. This is our 85 Open Division 1 class.
Like Messersmith with an early lead here with the whole shot, taking the green flag, followed by the 112 machine of Brayton McWaters.
Uriah has really been the one to beat this year in our 85 and Super Mini classes, so we'll see if anyone in that second division can put some pressure on him. Looking like he's pulling a real good gap on this first division, though. Brayton McWaters second. That is Jensen Bartlett fourth, and Case Burns in your fourth spot. We're taking top 5 out of this heat race. So that is Anthony Joseph holding down your final transfer spot. But the number 12 of Quentin Melling is charging hard, able to double in after our finish line, make up some time.
On screen there, you see Messersmith pulling that triple out of the corner. It looks like McWaters has got that figured out too. So definitely these young racers are starting to put together some of the bigger lines on this race course here today. Messersmith switching it up that lap. Want to roll, double on, double off. Looks the inside, triples out, table, table. Messersmith will take this 85 Open Division 1 heat race win, followed by the 112 of McWaters.
Jensen Bartlett third, Case Burns fourth, and Anthony Joseph rounding out your top 5 here. That was Quentin Melling on your bubble in 6th spot, making his way to the LCQ, as well as the 214 of Carson Campbell, the 13 of Weston White, the 001 of Lance First, and the number 12 of Matt.
Like we have 9 riders signed up for this class. Aiden Myers on the number 10, Isaac Hartley on the 11, Maxwell Curry on the 12, Weston White on the 13, Quentin Mailing on the 36, James Johnson on the 66, Ryder Fields on the 424, Colin Benjamin on the 431, and Olivia Vestpoint on the 541.
Oh, that's what they were doing down there. They actually had to switch bikes. It looks like Ryder Fields is, Ryder Fields wheeling out of the gate. His brother Rhett Fields actually was in that Pit Bike Junior right before, and Ryder is in this Pit Bike Youth Open, so they were swapping bikes back-to-back motos, so I'm sure that was a little stressful for him, but maybe he was so pumped up, that's why he wheelie looped her out on the gate there. I believe that's the 66 of James Johnson leading us around lap 1, followed by the number 10 of Aiden Myers.
Jack, that bike out front, it looks a little different than the rest. Can you kind of talk about that a little bit with the differences?
It's definitely a standout. That is our only electric bike in this class. That is a Sur-Ron, and it is definitely taking a commanding lead over everybody else. We've got some trail bikes, we've got some 110s. Honestly, we've got a mixture of everybody in this class.
Yeah, it looks like the number 12 machine just dove to the inside of the number 10 and took over that second place position here. Got a great battle for
Weston White and Quentin Melling looking over at each other down that straightaway. Oh, we have a rider over a berm here. 2 riders down. We're getting bikes picked back up and firing.
Yeah, when you fall over these steeper bowl turns, it's definitely a little bit more challenging to get your bike picked up.
Oh, that was Ryder Fields that is up in the tough blocks right now. Got a little bit of lap traffic for the 66 of James Johnson.
It looks like James Johnson is all the way out of Tennessee, so making that trip all the way up here to Route 62 to come join us for this awesome indoor series we've got going on this weekend.
And we have another like 4-way battle here coming over the finish line, getting our white flag. You could throw a blanket over these riders as well. Weston White in that 3rd spot, Quentin Melling 4th,
I think
Colin Benjamin.
I think he just got a 2-for-1 there on that corner.
I believe he did. Maxwell Curry in your 2nd spot. Weston White 3rd, Quentin Melling 4th, Colin Benjamin 5th, and Aiden Myers 6th. And then Isaac Hartley, Ryder Fields, as well as Olivia Vestpoint in this moto.
All right, checkered flag is out for race 9. Just for reference, folks, if you were watching from home, head on 5 senior, 12 to 15-year-old. This will be the Division 2. So these riders will be fighting for a direct transfer into that main event a little later on the day. Again, you'll see some familiar racers from earlier.
Oh, the 276 gets a great start, but Joey Snyder, very aggressive in that first turn, taking the lead.
Perfect execution by Snyder there. Dove in and took the line away. Snyder out front here. Ackerman looking to put some pressure on. Great shot there over our wall. We got a battle heating up between the number 1 and number 2 positions here, with the number 7 at Gage Hall just starting to creep into view there. Gage didn't get a very good start, but definitely made some moves.
Yeah, it seems like Gage has been struggling a little bit on his starts today. Usually he gets good starts, but today he's just been a little, I don't want to say outpowered, but a little off.
And he is a taller rider, so I'm guessing he's got a little bit more weight on some of these smaller racers. Oh. Hall is seat bouncing, going double, triple seat bounce.
It's a good shot of our back straightaway there with our big roller.
Oh, yeah, definitely. 3-way battle here heating up. Great work by the Apex camera crew, catching all the action here.
And like we mentioned earlier, the difference of this 85 senior and the Super Mini class is the engine displacement size. The riders right now are all on 85cc machines, whereas Super Mini earlier, where actually you'll see a lot of these same exact riders, they can run a bigger engine with essentially a big bore kit to a 105 or a 112.
Yeah, and the rate, and actually they can run their 85 in the Super Mini class if they want.
Yep.
They just can't do the opposite. So
yeah, Super Mini is just a maximum of a 112 and bigger wheels, but 85. A bike that is going back-to-back motos. That number 424 machine is going from Rhett Fields to Ryder Fields. So look at that, almost pulling the whole shot, but the KLX 140. Oh
no. Bit of a pile up here.
We've got a lot of riders down right now.
Everyone looks to be okay here.
Definitely some action in that first turn.
Looks like out front we have Quentin Mailing on the 36 machine.
And that is the 431. Colin Benjamin from Philo, Ohio in that second spot. But don't count out our Sur-Ron. That is James Johnson. Looks like he got a little bit of a rough start, but he is back up and going.
Yeah, he got a little bit collected in that first turn pile up, but everyone's up and going again here.
James Johnson looking to make some passes here and get up to the lead in this Youth Open class.
Johnson putting the pressure on Mailing here for the lead. We mentioned earlier, but Johnson is all the way up out of Tennessee to come hit this race here, Route 62.
That is definitely a far haul to be running a Sur-Ron, but you know, he's out here winning it. So
that's right. You're going to make the drive, you better win it, right? At least have some fun.
100%. James able to go double through our 4 roller section. That's really putting a lot of time on the rest of the field there. Doubling out of some of these corners. That Sur-Ron is it's pretty significantly faster than some of these 110s that are out here. I believe that is an E-Ride Pro. You can get one of those at Electrics. And James Johnson takes your win in this Pit Bike Youth Open 11-15 class.
Weston White, everyone, for Full Throttle Images, the 13 machine. Weston riding good, looking good, yeah, man. Who we think for second place?
My mom, my dad, Full Throttle Images, Pitter Nation, Jimmy for the Amazing Track, Evolution Graphics, and everybody else, especially my dog.
Hey, especially the Hound Dog. Give it up, folks, for Weston White. Yeah, buddy.